this video, I'm going to talk about one thing that you must get right in your mocks. So if you've been writing air CATs or mock CATs at other institutes, and if you had to ask me कि एक क्या चीज है जो सही करनी बहुत जरूरी है, सबसे जरूरी है, तो ये वीडियो है उसी बारे में. Now, before I get to that, just think about it. If you ask a bowler, let's say the world's best bowler, to bowl 10 overs, 60 गेंदे या 11 overs, 66 गेंदे आपकी तरफ फेंके, ज्यादा लाइक्लीहुड किस चीज का है कि all those deliveries will be unplayable, fantastic, phenomenal, or some, maybe a lot, will be extremely good, very very tough to play, some will be okay, and some will be loose deliveries or bad deliveries. Similarly, when you look at an exam such as CAT, no matter who the examiner is, no matter who is the person or the team creating that test, it is nearly impossible to create 66 questions or 90 questions or 100 questions, whatever the number of questions in this is, CAT may be, at the same level, or to make them all extremely tough. It is very natural, very likely, highly probable, and going by the past data, let's say the past 20, 30 CAT exams, it is something that tends to happen. It is something that happens each and every year, where you will find a sprinkling of all difficulty levels of questions. Some easy ones, interspersed with some tough ones, and some that will probably fall somewhere in the middle of the two difficulty levels. Now that's something that's desirable, and that's something that's intentional also. तो न केवल ना चाहकर भी ऐसा होगा, बल्कि अमूमन कोई भी क्वेश्चन सेटर, जो कोई भी पेपर सेटर, कोई भी एग्जामिनेशन मेकर चाहेगा कि अलग अलग डिफिकल्टी लेवल के क्वेश्चंस हों उस एग्जाम में, because that is what will get a normal distribution of scores, people lying in all zones, right? Now that being said, in the first case, when the world's best bowler is bowling at you, what is the most important thing you can do? देखो, जो गेंदें अनप्लेएबल हैं, उनका कुछ आप कर नहीं सकते हो, तो बेहतर है उनसे जल्दी से अपने दिमाग में एटलीस्ट छुटकारा पा लो, एंड यू मूव पास्ट दोस. कोशिश करो उन पे आउट ना हो. जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज आप कर सकते हैं कि जो खराब गेंदें आपको मिले, आप उन पे स्कोर करें. सो इट्स द सेम थिंग इफ on an exam such as CAT, if you can make the easy questions come, and I know a couple of questions that will immediately crop up in your mind the moment I say that, but if you can just make the easy questions on every single round, and in the actual CAT most importantly, chances are you'll end up with a good score. See, when you talk about easy questions, they are easy for a reason. I mean, the categorization, when I say easy, intermediate, difficulty, is on the basis of two factors. One is the time taken. Second is the actual ease of the concept to be applied, or calculation to be done, or options to be used. So basically the ease of being able to answer that question. If an easy question takes a lot of time, it is perhaps not easy in the context of CAT, right? So when you look at easy questions, there is a twofold advantage of doing them. One is that you tend to score higher. If you pick them out, chances are you will probably score higher. Secondly, you will also take less time per question. So you will end up attempting more questions as well. If you are able to pick out a higher proportion of easy questions, it frees up a lot of time that enables you to get, let's say, a few intermediate ones right as well. So now the natural question is, how do you know a question is easy? And also that a question that's easy for you may not be easy for me, and vice versa. These are both very natural, very common doubts, and doubts that I come across every year. There's a two-part answer to that. One is that there's no easy way to find out easy questions. So how do you pick out a ball that you can score off? It is through practice, right? It is when you start using mocks as a playground for practice, for developing your ability to select questions on the basis of their difficulty levels, chances are you'll get better. So if you're writing, let's say 15 mocks, you're attempting close to 1,000 questions, that is 1,000 balls being bowled towards you, that you have to develop a judgment on. यहाँ पे गलत कर दोगे, मॉक्स में आपका जजमेंट गलत भी हो जाएगा, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। लेकिन अगर आप अपनी जजमेंट इंप्रूव कर लोगे, that okay, now I am able to pick out a few more, right? Then that would serve the purpose. See, on an actual test, you normally attempt what, 50% of the questions. Maybe the ones who are doing well attempt a little higher, ones who are not doing so well right now attempt a little lower. So one important thing you can do is, once you've ended your test and in the normal time, in the proper time, you go back and instead of looking at the solutions, you try and attempt the remaining questions also that were left unattempted, during your actual test taking time. It will help in many ways. One is you're getting more exposure to quality questions that are part of those mocks. Two, you're getting more opportunities to improve your judgment, to improve your ability to select the right questions, right? Because the more number of questions you are able to practice it on कि ये करने लायक है नहीं है, the better your judgment becomes. Also, बजाय इसके अगर आप actually consciously देखें कि यार ये करने लायक था, ओके, या यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ गलत किया, अगली दफा आई हैव टू इंश्योर कि कोई इजी क्वेश्चन सेक्शन के एंड में है, इस वजह से ना छूटे. आई एम एबल टू कवर अप एवरीथिंग. दैट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉमन मिस्टेक्स दैट लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड अप मेकिंग. क्वांट में फॉर एग्जांपल लास्ट के 3 क्वेश्चंस बहुत इजी बचे थे, सेक्शन के एंड में थे, लेकिन चूंकि आपके सेक्शन का टाइम lapse हो गया, you ran out of time and you were not able to take a look at those questions. That is why you're not able to attempt it. That's something, that's a lesson learned. You can, in the next month, you can ensure that the least you do is try and see all questions so that you don't miss out on easy ones because of that, right? Also, it can happen that you initially pick up something tough, waste a lot of time on that and don't get adequate time again for easy questions. So these are things that you can improve upon. The second part, wherein the doubt is that something that's easy for you may not be easy for me and vice versa, that is correct. That again is something for you to consciously analyze after each mock. आप एब्सोल्यूट जो डिफिकल्टी लेवल्स होते हैं उनको आप 100% मत मानिए. कोई भी एग्जामिनर जो बता रहा है कि ये क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट था, इंटरमीडिएट था, ये इजी था, देयर कैन बी एक्सेप्शंस फॉर यू in those cases, but probability wise still a large chunk of the easy ones will be easy for everyone and difficult ones will be difficult for everyone, because that is essentially a combination of the time those questions would typically take. तो जब आप ज्यादा इजी सवाल करते हैं, आप केवल अपनी एक्यूरेसी बढ़ाते हैं, आप कम वक्त में ज्यादा स्कोर करते हैं, इसका एडवांटेज बहुत ज्यादा होता है. On an average, if you spend let's say 1.5 minutes attempting an easy question and end up with let's say an 85% accuracy, in difficult question chances are you'll be spending 3 minutes per question or 4 minutes per question and getting a lower accuracy as well. I hope you understand कि consciously picking out the easy one questions, खराब गेंदों पे स्कोर करना है, easy questions को काउंट कराना है. Those are the questions you must make count. Those are the questions you 100% perfect आपका application नहीं हो पाएगा. You will not be able to pick out each and every single question and get each and every one of those correct. But to the extent that you can consciously work towards that, chances are your scores in air cats or mock cats will start going higher and you will end up with a much better score than you are currently getting. This happens even with people who are scoring 98, 99% in mocks typically. There are very, very simple areas of improvement that can almost help you double your performance for those who are scoring lower. Of course, someone who's already scoring more than 50% of the marks, you can't possibly look to double your score. So that's it for now. Hope you found the video helpful. If so, please do like, please do share your comments on what are the challenges that you face or whether you've tried this and to what extent have you been successful in picking out a higher percentage of easy questions and making them count. Bye for now. Take care. See you soon again.